Good morning and happy Friday. It is Friday, April 20th, 2018. You're watching the Daily Mix TV by Hill Story Marketing. Hey guys, my name is Sean Patrick Hillman. That's right, today is 420, notorious for marijuana smoke fests across the globe. Interestingly enough, most don't actually know where the term 420 comes from. So it started somewhere in San Rafael, California in the late 70s. It basically started as the police code for marijuana smoking in progress. So after local stoners heard of the police call, they started using the expression 420 when referring to dope. Let's go 420, bro. So for a little Flashback Friday, I thought this would be apropos.
At all, man.
Talk it up, man.
Kind of grabs you by the boo-boo, don't it?
Hey, man. What?
What? Oh! What's in this shit, man?
Mostly Maui Wowie, man.
Yeah?
But it's got some Labrador in it.
What's Labrador?
It's dog shit.
What?
And continuing the Flashback Friday motif, this week marked the 80th birthday of my favorite superhero, Superman.
In the decade of the 1930s, even the great city of Metropolis was not spared the ravages of the worldwide depression. In the times of fear and confusion, the job of informing the public was the responsibility of the Daily Planet, a great metropolitan newspaper whose reputation for clarity and truth had become a symbol of hope for the city of Metropolis.
Born on April 18, 1938, to writer Jerry Siegel and artist Joe Shuster, who created the Man of Steel, Superman made his debut in the June issue of Action Comics #1, which hit newsstands on April 18th of that year. Superman was originally conceived to fight social injustice, taking on corrupt politicians and racketeers preying on the common man. As the son of Krypton evolved over 80 years, the character who hailed from Krypton with the name Kal-El was portrayed by George Reeves, Christopher Reeve, Dean Cain, Brandon Routh, Tom Welling, and Henry Cavill. But regardless of that evolution, Superman's purpose in life is still...
Why are you here? There must be a reason for you to be here.
Yes, I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
You're gonna end up fighting every elected official in this country.
Sure you don't really mean that, Lois?
Of course, you'll note that Lois Lane notes that Superman, played by the late Hollywood legend Christopher Reeve, will end up, quote, fighting every elected official in this country. I guess things don't change that much in 80 years. It looks like the retail apocalypse is continuing, with 120-year-old department store Bon-Ton looking to sell more than 200 stores in malls across the U.S., according to CNBC, as it begins to liquidate. The department store chain entered bankruptcy protection last year as it struggled with debt and competition from Amazon and Walmart. Its decision to sell all of its assets follows news that Toys R Us is shuttering its more than 800 stores because of similar pressures and a failed bailout attempt by Larian, the legendary Bratz toy maker. I'm so tired of the so-called Amazon effect, guys. It frankly has become a crutch to the retail sector. I mean, come on. After 120 years, you couldn't evolve and pivot your business to counter this alleged retail destroyer? Look, at Macy's. Great example. They struggled for a number of years, but as I discussed earlier this week, they've bounced back with new programming and tactics that have helped to increase revenue and profit. If you're facing a much better financed competitor, or there's an aggressive tactic in your sector that's starting to take away from your business, it's time to get creative, folks. Resting on your laurels and, just giving excuses like the Amazon effect. Sorry, but there's a reason why shareholders are pulling out of the market, and there's a reason why thousands of doors across the country are closing. Coca-Cola is plotting to bring back the no-calorie soft drink Fresca. The Atlanta-based company announced in a blog post the other day that the seemingly forgotten beverage is unveiling a new look that reflects its unique citrus flavor, with an end goal of bringing in a new generation of consumers who may not be familiar with the brand. Fresca will now come in 3 flavors: original, citrus, and black cherry citrus and peach. Now, point-of-sale advertising and targeted sampling in millennial hotspots like co-working spaces and college campuses will be launched in order to bring awareness to both the brand and its offering. So for Coca-Cola, this is a cool thing. They've been on a repackaging rampage for the last year. They did it with the Coca-Cola line. They're doing it with this. They did it with Fanta. So it's nice to see a big company like Coca-Cola looking at the market, keeping things fresh and different. And I really do hope this works because as a kid, I absolutely loved Fresca. Now, the upcoming Cannes Film Festival has got Netflix thinking about buying theaters in Los Angeles and New York to screen feature films. The entertainment company unfortunately was banned from competing in the festival for not having theatrical distribution in France. Quote, "We want our films to be on fair ground with every other filmmaker," according to Netflix Chief Content Officer Ted Sarandos. And buying theaters may help make that happen. The entertainment company promised to release 80 original films in 2018. Remember, guys, right now you've got an originality war going on between all of the OTTs, over the tops. So Netflix versus Amazon Prime versus Apple TV is launching their own proprietary content studio. But Netflix has an $8 billion content war chest they're pushing out this year alone. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO of Hill Story Marketing. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.